I spoke to you in public forum some months back before you brought onto the agenda officially an ordinance proposing to ban loaded carry in the city of Ashland. And I explained the laws to you and that your powers do not include the ability to prohibit the open carry of firearms, only to prohibit the open carry of loaded firearms by those without concealed handgun licenses. So you had the staff redraft a less onerous ordinance that still infringes upon the rights of those who don't have CHLs. But then you didn't take any action. You keep kicking the can down the road. But in a small town in southern Oregon, that's not what the people want. Now, when I told you that open carriers would come to your city, I was one of them. I've got to tell you, the only reason I'm not down there is because Liberty Ashland asked me to refrain because they were making progress. But you've continued to keep this thing alive and on the agenda, and I can only imagine it's because Councilor Voisin is really for it, even though she doesn't have any statistics or facts to back up why. So here's my question for you. Do you really want to kick this can down the road again and again? I also told you that the chief of police probably wouldn't be able to point out a single incident where an open carrier was a problem. Well, he proved me right at the next meeting when you had it on the agenda. He said that open carry had never been an incident or an issue. But now you have had an incident. A young open carrier named Mark Guardian, who's been active throughout the state, was in your fine city exercising his First and Second Amendment rights when one of your citizens took exception that you have intolerant people in your city. Strange, because Ashland's supposed to be a place of tolerance. Apparently some of them are only tolerant of the beliefs that they hold. That's not tolerance. Not at all. That's playing games. Liberty Ashland has some alternative solutions that they've been trying to work with you and the group that proposed this ordinance. And I believe that those solutions are reasonable because they're voluntary. They don't infringe upon the rights of legal open carriers, and they don't create problems for your city. So I would like to ask you, please, take a hard look at the facts. There is no problem with firearms violence in the city of Ashland. You don't need a handgun or a long gun ban, especially one in the state of Oregon that has no teeth and you can't actually ban those firearms. Because when you do that and you invite those open carry activists to come to town, those people on the other side that can't control their emotions, they're going to cause you issues. And I don't think that's what you want.